My friend, let me ask you a simple question. Why do some people work for 12 hours every day and still struggle, while others work less but achieve more? You see them. One person running everywhere, tired, always busy, always working hard. Yet nothing changes. Another person seems calm, focused, and balanced, but somehow they get results. They grow. They succeed. We were told since childhood, work hard and you'll succeed. But the truth is, hard work alone doesn't guarantee success. There are millions of people working hard right now, cleaning streets, lifting heavy boxes, sitting in long offices, doing jobs they hate, yet still broke, still tired, still stuck. So what separates success from struggle? What makes the difference between effort and achievement? It's not how hard you work. It's how smart you work. Today, in this video, I will share 7 rules that will completely change the way you think about hard work. By the end, you'll understand why working harder is not the answer and how to use your time, focus, and energy the right way to actually win in life. Rule 1, stop working hard. Start working right. Most people believe success is simply the result of working harder than everyone else. They grow up hearing phrases like, no pain, no gain, or work until your idols become your rivals. So they start running faster, harder, longer, believing endless effort is the key to success. They fill every minute of their day with activity. They chase deadlines, take on more responsibilities, and stay busy from morning to night. But here's the truth most people never realize. Hard work without direction is like running fast in the wrong direction. The faster you go, the further you move away from where you actually want to be. Think for a moment. What does it really mean to work hard? Does it mean being constantly busy? Does it mean working long hours with no rest? Or does it mean doing the things that truly move you toward your goals? The answer might surprise you. True success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what matters most. You can spend 12 hours a day doing small, meaningless tasks and still not move an inch closer to your dream. On the other hand, you can spend just a few focused hours on something important and make real progress. Let's look at it this way. Imagine 2 students preparing for an important exam. Student A studies 8 hours every day, but without a plan. He reads random notes, flips through different books, and repeats what he already knows. His mind is busy but not focused. Student B, on the other hand, studies only 3 hours a day, but those hours are filled with focus, purpose, and structure. He studies with a clear goal, uses the right materials, and practices the hardest topics first. At the end of the month, who performs better? Of course, student B. Because success isn't measured by the number of hours you work. It's measured by the progress you make. This simple example reveals the secret most people miss. It's not about how long you work. It's about how smartly you use your time and energy. You can spend your whole life working hard on the wrong things and still remain stuck. Many people confuse activity with achievement. They say, I'm busy, as if being busy means being productive. But being busy doesn't always mean moving forward. Sometimes it just means running in circles. Successful people understand this difference. They don't try to do everything. They don't chase every opportunity or fill their schedule with unnecessary tasks. Instead, they focus on the few things that truly matter. They know how to say no to distractions. They choose the right tasks at the right time for the right reasons. They spend their time doing things that bring real results, not just temporary satisfaction. You must remember, effort without direction leads to exhaustion, not excellence. It's like driving a car at full speed without a map. You'll waste fuel, time, and energy, yet still end up lost. But when you know where you're going, when your direction is clear, you reach your destination faster, even with less effort. So stop measuring success by how tired you feel or how long you've been working. Instead, measure it by how much closer you are to your goals. Before starting any task, ask yourself this simple but powerful question. Is this bringing me closer to my goal or just keeping me busy? If the answer is, it's just keeping me busy, stop and rethink. Because every minute you spend on low-value work is a minute stolen from your real dreams. Working smart means being intentional, focusing your energy on what truly matters. It means understanding the difference between movement and progress. Remember this rule. Being busy is not the same as being productive. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that working more means achieving more. Many people are busy, but very few are truly productive. The real winners are those who learn to do less, but do it better. So from today, make a small but powerful decision. Stop working hard just to feel accomplished. Start working right to become accomplished. Don't chase endless tasks. Chase results. Don't fill your days with motion. Fill them with meaning. Because success isn't about doing everything you can. It's about doing the things that truly count. Work right, not hard, and you'll find that success comes with less struggle, less stress, and far more satisfaction. Rule 2. Focus on high-value work. In life, not all work is equal. Some work moves you forward, while other work keeps you stuck in the same place. You can work every single day from morning till night and still not make progress if what you're doing doesn't truly matter. That's why it's so important to understand the difference between low-value work and high-value work. This simple understanding can completely change your life. Low-value work keeps you busy but not productive. Would you like me to continue rewriting the rest of the Rule 2 section in the same powerful, rhythmic tone before we move on to Rule 3? It's the kind of work that fills your time but doesn't fill your life with results. It can make you feel like you're doing a lot, but in truth, you're only spinning in circles. Low-value work includes things like checking your phone again and again, replying to every small message, gossiping, watching random videos, or trying to do everything at once. It's activity without achievement. It feels urgent but adds little to your growth. High-value work, on the other hand, is the kind of work that moves you forward. It builds your future. It gives long-term rewards. High-value work includes activities like learning a valuable skill, building a business, creating a system, investing in your health, improving your communication, or working on your mindset. These things may not give instant results, but they create the foundation for everything you want to achieve. When you fill your days with low-value work, you end each day feeling tired but not satisfied. You say to yourself, I'm working so hard, but nothing's changing. You feel like you're climbing a ladder, but it's leaning against the wrong wall. This is one of the biggest mistakes most people make. They mistake motion for progress. They stay busy all day, yet their life remains exactly the same. Smart people think differently. They understand that not all work gives the same return. They know that only a few actions create most of the results. This is called the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto principle. It means that 80% of your success comes from 20% of your actions. They prefer low-value work because the key is to identify which 20% matters most, and then focus deeply on it. Think of it this way. If you run a business, replying to every email, every comment, and every small message might feel important, but it doesn't grow your business. Instead, focusing on finding better customers, improving your product, and learning how to market effectively will bring you real growth. If you're a student, reading every page of your textbook may feel like hard work, but focusing on the key topics that carry most of the marks will help you achieve better results with less stress. High-value work is not always the easiest work. In fact, it often requires deep thinking, patience, and focus. That's why most people avoid it. It feels comfortable and easy. Checking your phone gives a quick sense of satisfaction. Scrolling through social media feels relaxing, but none of that creates the life you dream of. When you choose to focus on high-value work, something powerful happens. You start growing faster. You realize that success doesn't require 16-hour workdays. It requires clear thinking, smart choices, and focused energy. You begin to use your time wisely instead of wasting it on meaningless activity. So, take a moment to reflect on your daily routine. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now bringing me closer to my goals, or just keeping me busy? The answer will show you whether you're investing your time or wasting it. From now on, make it your goal to fill your days with high-value work. Learn, create, build. Spend your energy on the things that truly matter. Because in the end, success is not about how many things you do. It's about how many valuable things you do. When you focus on high-value work, you not only move faster toward success, but you also feel more peaceful, more in control, and more fulfilled. You stop chasing busyness and start building a meaningful life. So remember this rule. Don't just work hard. Work on what truly matters. A tired body cannot perform at its best. If you want to work better, you must learn to rest better. So stop feeling guilty for taking time to rest, walk, read, or do nothing. Those moments are not wasted. They are powerful. When you take a short break to breathe or spend time in silence, your brain recharges. When you step away from your desk, your mind processes information in the background. You return with new insights, sharper focus, and stronger motivation. Work intensely, but also rest deeply. When you give your body and mind proper rest, you come back more creative, more energetic, and more productive. Rest helps you see what really matters. It keeps your emotions balanced and your thoughts organized. Remember, rest is not the opposite of work. It's part of work. You can't build success on exhaustion. True success comes from balance, a rhythm between focus and recovery, between action and reflection. So the next time you feel tired, don't force yourself to keep pushing. Step back, take a breath, rest with purpose. When you rest, you are not quitting, you are preparing. You are refilling your energy to return stronger, wiser, and more focused than before. The people who know how to rest well are the ones who perform best. They understand that rest is not a break from progress. It's the fuel for it. So take care of your body, protect your mind, and give yourself the space to recharge. When you rest right, you work right. And that's how true winners are made. Rule 4, build systems, not stress. Most people spend their lives depending only on willpower to get things done. Every morning they wake up and say, I have to do this again, and then push themselves through another long day of effort. At first it might work. For a few days you feel strong and motivated. But motivation fades and willpower gets tired. Eventually you start skipping tasks, making excuses, and feeling guilty. You tell yourself you're lazy or undisciplined. But the truth is you're not failing because you're lazy. You're failing because you have no system. A system is a structure that supports you even when your energy is low. It's a process that keeps you moving forward automatically, without needing daily bursts of motivation. Successful people know this. Willpower is limited. Systems are durable. Think of a system as a set of rules that guide your life. It removes confusion, reduces decision fatigue, and saves mental energy. Instead of trying to remember every small task, you create a routine. You wake up, follow a pattern, and your day flows naturally. Instead of hoping you'll have money left at the end of the month, you set up an automatic savings plan that moves part of your income into savings. Instead of studying randomly, you create a study schedule with specific hours and subjects. Each of these examples removes stress and replaces it with clarity. Systems protect your energy because they eliminate the need to decide every minute what to do next. They save time because you don't waste minutes hesitating. Over time, systems turn effort into habit, and habits are what shape your life. People who work hard without systems often feel burned out. They try to remember everything, do everything, and control everything. It's exhausting. Their minds never rest. They depend on motivation, and when motivation disappears, everything collapses. But people who build systems live differently. They don't panic when they feel tired or unmotivated because their systems keep working for them. A content creator who plans videos a month ahead can take a break without losing progress. A student with a fixed study routine doesn't have to fight procrastination every day. The beauty of a good system is its simplicity. It gives structure to your days and frees your mind to, you already know, you follow the plan. And the more you follow it, the stronger it becomes. What was once hard becomes easy. So stop fighting yourself. Stop depending on motivation alone. Motivation is like the weather. It changes. Build small, smart systems that move you forward quietly and consistently. A smart system will always beat a hard worker with no plan. Hard work burns out. Smart systems build momentum. The focus on growth and creativity. With a clear system, you don't ask every morning, what should I do today? Goal is not to work harder every day, but to design your life so success becomes a natural result of your daily habits. When systems are in place, you don't have to push endlessly. Your routines carry you forward. Your environment supports you. Your habits become your silent assistants. That's how great things are built. Not through stress and struggle, but through structure and consistency. So today, instead of trying to do more, start building systems that do more for you. The moment your progress becomes automatic, success stops being a fight and starts being your lifestyle. Rule 5, learn to think, not just do. This is one of the most powerful rules you can learn, and it separates average people from extraordinary achievers. Most people are taught to do from childhood. Follow instructions, obey rules, stay busy. They grow up believing that being busy equals being productive, but that's not true. You can be busy your whole life and still go nowhere. It's what helps you see the path before you start walking. A person who thinks before acting can save years of wasted effort. Unfortunately, many people rush into doing things without understanding why they're doing them. They chase goals that don't matter and repeat the same mistakes because they never stop to question their approach. This is why so many people work hard but don't see results. They're running fast but in the wrong direction. If you truly want to stop working too hard without seeing progress, you must train your mind to think smarter. Before you start any task, pause and ask yourself, what is the smartest and easiest way to achieve this result? That single question can change everything. If you want to grow your YouTube channel, you could post 100 random videos and hope something goes viral. Or you could spend time researching what people are searching for, studying successful creators, improving your thumbnails, and creating topics that connect emotionally with your audience. Both paths require effort, but one is blind effort while the other is intelligent action. And intelligent action will always take you further with less stress. Thinking doesn't mean overthinking or waiting forever to act. It means preparing wisely before you move. It's about understanding your goals, studying your options, and creating a clear plan. When you think strategically, your actions become sharper, your focus deeper, and your work more meaningful. You stop wasting time fixing the same problems again and again. You stop chasing everything. You start focusing on what truly matters. Remember this. 10 minutes of deep thinking can save you 10 months of useless hard work. Thinking helps you spot shortcuts, avoid mistakes, and find better methods. It's what turns experience into wisdom. Every great inventor, entrepreneur, and leader spends more time thinking than doing. They visualize, analyze, and design before they act. That's why their work looks effortless. It's not magic, it's mental clarity. So don't fill your days with endless activity. Make space for silence. Reflect on what's working and what's not. Learn from your results. Adjust your direction. Because when you use your mind before your hands, your effort becomes power. True success isn't about doing more. It's about thinking better. Your mind is your greatest tool, your strongest weapon, and your most valuable asset. Use it before your hands. Think first, then do, with purpose, clarity, and confidence. Rule 6. Energy beats hours. We live in a world that worships long hours. People brag about working late, skipping sleep, and staying busy all day. But here's the truth. You are not a robot. You don't run on endless battery life. You are human, with limits, emotions, and energy that must be protected. The key to real success isn't how many hours you work. It's how much energy you bring into those hours. You could sit at your desk for 10 hours, tired, distracted, and frustrated, or work for 3 hours with full energy, deep focus, and powerful intention, and achieve 10 times more. The difference isn't time. It's energy. When your energy is high, your mind is sharp, your ideas flow, and your motivation feels natural. But when you're tired, even simple tasks feel impossible. That's why smart people focus on energy management, not time management. They understand that energy is their most valuable currency. Time is limited, but energy decides what you can do with that time. You can have all the hours in the world, but if your energy is low, those hours are wasted. Good energy doesn't happen by chance. It's something you build and protect every single day. A night of good sleep gives you more productivity than 2 extra hours of grinding. A short walk outside can clear your mind better than scrolling social media. Exercise fuels your focus. Healthy food keeps your brain sharp. And most importantly, a calm mind performs far better than a stressed one. Stress burns your energy faster than anything else. That's why success is not about how long you grind, but how well you recover. If you work hard but never rest, your energy fades until burnout takes over. You lose passion, creativity, and discipline. Work becomes suffering instead of progress. The smartest people don't work nonstop. They work in cycles. They give their best when focused, then rest deeply to recharge. This rhythm keeps them sharp, consistent, and calm. Protecting your energy also means protecting your environment. Don't let negativity, gossip, or drama drain your focus. Not everything deserves your attention. Spend time with people who lift you up, not those who pull you down. Energy is your real wealth. You wouldn't waste your savings on useless things. So don't waste your energy on useless actions. Once it's gone, you can't buy it back. Use it wisely. Work when your energy is highest. Rest when your body asks for it. Care for your mind and your body, because they are the engines of your success. In the end, success doesn't belong to the one who works the longest. It belongs to the one who uses their energy the smartest. Rule 7. Be purpose-driven, not pressure-driven. And when your fuel is fear, you may move fast, but you'll also burn out fast. Working under pressure drains your energy, your creativity, and your happiness. You wake up every morning feeling anxious, not inspired. You force yourself to keep going, but deep down you feel empty. Now think about someone who is driven by purpose. When you work with purpose, you don't wake up with fear. You wake up with fire. You don't need to push yourself constantly because your reason to act pulls you forward naturally. Purpose gives meaning to your effort. It's the why behind every action. It tells you why your work matters and what you're building toward. A person with a strong purpose doesn't chase approval or comparison. They know what they're doing and why they're doing it. They don't need to prove anything to anyone. They just live their truth. Working from pressure feels like dragging a heavy rock up a hill. Working from purpose feels like running downhill with joy. The difference is invisible on the outside. Both people may look busy, but inside one is struggling while the other is glowing. When your work comes from purpose, your energy flows naturally. You stay motivated longer. You learn faster. You stay calm in the middle of challenges because you see meaning even in the hard days. You're not just doing a job, you're following a calling. Purpose is what keeps people alive inside. It's what gives your pain meaning and turns effort into fulfillment. Think of a teacher who loves shaping young minds, or an artist who creates to express truth, or a nurse who helps people heal. These people might work long hours too, but they don't complain the same way others do. Why? Because their heart is connected to their work. Their purpose fuels their persistence. Ask yourself honestly, why am I doing what I'm doing? If the answer doesn't inspire you, maybe you're on the wrong path. Maybe you're climbing the wrong mountain. It takes courage to stop, reflect, and change direction. But that's what real wisdom looks like. It's better to start climbing the right mountain slowly than to reach the wrong peak quickly. When you find your purpose, you'll notice that life feels lighter. Work no longer feels like punishment. You stop chasing results blindly and start creating value with joy. You no longer work just to survive. You work to serve, to grow, and to express who you truly are. That's the secret of those who seem unstoppable. They are not powered by stress, but by meaning. So stop letting pressure push you. Let purpose guide you. Find the work that gives you life, not the one that takes it away. Because when your work comes from love, not fear, you'll never have to work hard again. You'll simply live meaningfully. And that's the real definition of success. Final words. Don't work hard. Work smart. You've heard 1,000 times. Work hard and you'll succeed. It's a lesson passed down by parents, teachers, and society. But if you look closer at the world, you'll notice something strange. The people who work the hardest aren't always the ones who succeed. Some of the most exhausted people are also the most underappreciated. They sacrifice health, peace, and joy, yet still struggle. Because hard work alone isn't the secret. Smart work is. Purposeful work is. Focused energy is. Real success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing better. The true winners don't just stay busy. They stay clear. They think, plan, and act with intention. They choose what matters most. They build systems that support their goals instead of depending on willpower alone. They protect their energy like treasure and spend it only on what truly matters. They understand the difference between motion and progress. Busyness gives the illusion of achievement while secretly keeping you stuck. It makes you feel productive while stealing your time and peace. But when you pause and create clarity, everything shifts. You stop running in circles and start moving forward. You stop chasing noise and start focusing on results. Working smart doesn't mean avoiding effort. It means directing effort with intelligence. It's knowing that your energy, your time, and your focus are your most valuable assets. And like all valuable things, they must be used wisely. At English Achieve, we believe that success isn't about exhaustion. It's about evolution. You are not here to burn out. You are here to build up. You are here to learn, to grow, to create, and to live with purpose. Working smart means building a life that's sustainable, a rhythm of focus, rest, and meaning. So from today, stop glorifying endless struggle. Start designing a smarter life, one built on purpose, balance, and systems that support your growth. Because success is not about how much you do. It's about how well you do it. You don't need to be tired to prove your worth. You don't need to work until you break to deserve success. You just need to move with clarity, direction, and peace. Remember, my friend, the smartest workers win, not the busiest ones. And this is English Junction, helping you grow your English and your mindset one powerful lesson at a time.